Hello YouTube, my name is Billy and welcome back to my Redneck Vegan Kitchen. Tonight I am craving Chinese food. So I'm going to do some lo mein noodles with some of the cabbage that I made last night. I did not make a video last night because I was testing this out. This is just something I made up. Basically, all I did was took one medium head of a cabbage and just chopped it up. And I did one large red bell pepper, some olives, a can of Rotel that I drained pretty well, an onion, and some baby portobello mushrooms. And I left those sliced the way they came out of the package. And then I sauteed all of that down in 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then some organic sesame seed oil. Now this was quite a lot left over, so I'm going to be making like a lo mein veggie kind of thing. For the noodles, I'm going to use the ramen noodles, but I'm not going to use the flavor packet that came with it. And you just cook the noodles, you just boil them in the water until they're tender. So we're going to go ahead and get the water boiling, and you don't have to add, you know, salt or anything to that. Okay, now, I did not add garlic or ginger to my cabbage. So, but for tonight, I want to add some garlic and some ginger, just to give that really nice Asian flair. If you watch my other videos, I showed you how quickly and easily I do my garlic, because I don't like smashing it. And also, if you've never worked with ginger, it comes with this little skin on it, and the easiest way I find is just take a really good sharp knife and just slice the skin off, and then, you know, and then normally if you get a nice big chunk, you get a nice little cube, which is really easy to just zest with your food planer. And that's all I'm going to do. With the garlic and the ginger, I'm just gonna, if you've never used one of these before, be very careful because they're incredibly sharp. You can stop. Okay, now I'm going to saute the garlic and the ginger that I've zested up and the peppers just to get those a little softer, because everything here is already soft and tender. So I'm going to take my olive oil and my sesame seed oil. I'm not going to use too much. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of the olive oil and a tablespoon of the organic sesame seed oil. When you're working with the sesame seed oil, the organic, or you could also get the toasted organic sesame seed oil. They have an amazing flavor, but it's a very strong flavor. So if you're not used to working with it, you can, you know, add some olive oil, or just don't use very much because it is quite strong. Okay, so we're gonna get that, turn the medium heat on, and of course olive oil has got a very low smoke point, so it doesn't take very long at all. And then once that's hot, we're gonna cook, saute the peppers. And you can, if you look closely, I left some of the seeds on. These peppers are just baby bell peppers, so they're not hot, and the seeds are actually really good. And they're very low on the glycemic index. So I like the seeds. So I did take some of them out, but I left quite a few on. All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, once the skillet is hot, we're just gonna take our peppers, put them down, and you'll know right away your pan's hot enough because you'll instantly hear that little sizzle. Now I'm gonna wait a minute before I add the ginger and the garlic because I don't want that to burn. So we're gonna saute these down. They'll soften up and the color of the pepper will actually get really, really super brighter than it was. Okay, now I'm gonna add some peanuts to this. These are just dry roasted salted peanuts. And I'm not going to do very many. So I won't need to add any extra salt or anything because there's plenty of salt on the peanuts. You could also use cashews or walnuts or any other nut. I just happen to have peanuts on hand, so that's what I use. Or you could even use some pumpkin seeds or pine seeds. Whatever you like. Okay, that's going good. So we're just going to take our ginger and our garlic, plop it down, and just kind of break it up. If you don't have a food planer, you can just chop it up or mince it up. You smell the ginger and the garlic. It's awesome when they fuse together. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little bit of my crushed red peppers flakes. Now, I added quite a bit already to my cabbage, so I'm not going to add too much because I don't want it too hot. I like to heat those up because once they start getting hot, they really start to release their flavor and the heat, and it's really good. That ginger and garlic is very strong. My eyes are watering. Okay, and you're gonna just want to cook this down until everything is, your peppers are soft. Okay, now my cabbage I've already cooked. This is just a leftover from last night. And so, but I don't want to microwave this. I want to put this right into this skillet and just heat it right up with, and then you get all the new flavors incorporated in. Get those peppers and that ginger and that garlic. Really use your thing and your spatula and scrape the bottom of your pan and just flip everything over until everything is fused nicely together. I didn't want to add too much more oil. That's why I only went with 1 tablespoon of each, because I did cook this cabbage dish with olive oil and sesame seed oil already. Okay, so we're just going to let the rest of that heat up, and then when the noodles are done, I will plate and give you a picture. Okay, now everything is done. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off, and the noodles are done. The ramen noodles don't take hardly any time at all. I'm just going to drizzle lightly with a little bit of low sodium soy sauce. You could use regular soy sauce if you like. I didn't measure that, I just eyeballed it. And then I'm just going to toss everything up in that and let it sit for just a minute. And you'll know just by the smell that you've got the right amount. Okay, give me a minute and I'll give you a picture.